You guys ready for some cheese? Four hours of crazy games. 3 hours, 4 hours. How's your day going, Jacob? What race do you play? Did you get some StarCraft in today? Doing good, doing good. Just trying to start my day. Oh. Trying to get my warm up. So I do a little bit of Zerg for you. The new season? Yeah, I'm kind of like, Zerg's my newest race to learn. I'm like, it's my weakest race. Haven't put too much time yet to them, but a little bit. I will be putting some time to figure them out more. Yeah, well, that's appreciated, Jacob. Thanks, man. Glad you like my stuff. Put a lot of time into my stuff, and I continue to get, better. That's my goal. It's just to keep getting better.
Good luck. Have fun.
Talked to you briefly before I joined the army, like 4 or 5 years ago. You got me through some hard times. Oh, glad to hear, and glad you're strong.
AFK, BRB.
And thanks for the service. Glad you're back and safe. You gonna start playing some StarCraft too? What the hell? Yeah, I started streaming Monday through Thursdays, full time, at least through Thursdays. So you'll definitely be able to see me throughout the week. The next is that? Yeah. Pimpin'. Yeah, we're doing a doing a Zilla mask. Sick. This guy wants to waste my time, or thinks he's wasting my time. I don't worry about MMR. People think they can control your time and your space. Get out of the game. MMR is not that important. I'll get it later. I'll get it back. Nobody tries to control my time.
Good luck, have fun.
Yeah, just like in StarCraft, I always try to get better at StarCraft. I also try to be a better person, you know, as time goes, because, you know, to be bad is easy to do. To be good, it's harder to do. You have to, you know, learn how to be good and respectful and all those good things that help everybody overall, you know, if everybody does it. So yeah, I'll always try to improve to be a better person. Yeah, just like in StarCraft, we start off not so good at it, and as time goes, you get better at it. Everyone's drink Bailey's from a shoe. Yeah. I'm out, Greg. I got my little little scary mix up. Yeah, I'm gonna dress as old Greg next year for Halloween. Whoa.
That field's been mined out. Hope you have an expansion.
If that Evolution complete.
Hey, your base is under attack, man. Evolution complete.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Got him. Yeah. Try to get cray cray. What up, Eric? Go wreck them a bit. Kill some workers. All day or day. E to the Z. So this Protoss player is doing a cannon rush. One thing about cannon rushing is you don't want to put it here, you want to put it at the bottom. If you put it right here, it shows that you're not going for the macros so quickly. And it's hard to get the macro quicker. You know, it's hard to get this with link speeds kick in if anything goes bad. Yeah, I saw 2 probes. Like 2 probes is, why is there 2 probes? Like, you know, why is that probe there? Is there gonna be a 4 gate? So I had to go check for the 4 gate, but then I saw the cannon. I'm like, oh, okay. So, okay. So, you know, go straight for the transition. Now I gotta find out what it is, if he's going for Stargate or Gateway and how fast that is. So I do gotta go look. But I saw the Gateway. I don't plan to get a Expo anytime soon. Whenever you're in this situation, you got a Zealot here. You clump them, and you have 3 shots. It takes 3 shots to kill a drone with the Zealot. So you're gonna see this drone right here. He gets hit once. He gets hit twice. By the time you get hit once, on the second time you should already be ready to pull it away. Gives you time. So that way you pull it away, the other ones hit them, and the Zealots can't do nothing. You know? So remember that. Get on top of them. That one I didn't click him because I was grouping them and I was trying to find which one he was getting hit. But once you get into this mode though, just always do the 2-hit pullback, 2-hit pullback. Yeah. That's how you get through them. Okay, so right here is going Stargate. I'm already going Queens to counter any kind of void raids, charge lots, adepts that could be coming right now. I already have my Overlord in, a spot where I might want to, Night Swarm them. And I could choose to get drones here and start mining this out and get a hatchery here instead. We don't really need to take this base. So as a Protoss player, the Protoss player has to make sure that they keep an eye on this area. If he has an adept, the adept has to be over here kind of keeping an eye, making sure there's no, breach. I lost his void rate, that's not good. The Tempest is really good, but it's already too late. Night Swarm hits really early. You gotta be very careful. I mean, it even hits earlier than what I did. I didn't even put it that early. Mine's a little late compared to how early I could have done it if I, was wanting to go straight to it. So you gotta be careful as a Protoss player when you're cannon rushing. It slows down all your tech. And you definitely don't want to lose your void rate because you need it for any kind of like weird stuff. Now in this case, void rate ain't gonna do nothing because it's against Hydras and Queens. Hydras and Queens, you ain't gonna be. They ain't roaches. And then Tempests take forever to kill stuff, especially spores. You make some spores, it takes forever to Tempest to clear it. That gives you so much time, and at that time you're on his base. You know where his Tempest is at, right? It's on your side of the map. He's over there shooting you. That's where you want him. He ain't gonna do very much. You come in here, boom. You can't defend this. Once the workers are done, you can pop back in, and then we start defending this area. At least we'll have money, minerals, and then we'll finish mining this off. We'll take this base right here, creep the spread, connect the creep here, and then we're good. Suck at micro, but my macro is alright. I only really got diamond 2 and it was hard as hell for me. Yeah, we all choose a direction in the beginning. Some people micro, some people macro, some people cheese, some people standard meta, some people cannon rush, some people DT, some people go air only. They all start somewhere, and you just kind of just spread slowly your knowledge. It's like a video game, like one of those video games, like those shooter games where you're playing, and as the adventure goes, the character gets new skills, unlocks, and you go, oh, I got skill points. And you go over there, what skill point? What do I want? What kind of skill? And you're like, oh, I want this one. This one, jumps over people. I'll take that skill. You just literally, slowly build your skills, practicing little directions. If you're good at macro, now focus on a little bit of macro, and then you'll be good at micro and macro. If you're good only at micro, learn how to macro so you can get good at microing better, more units, along with everything else, right? You don't know how to cheese, start cheesing. You don't know how to cannon rush, start cannon rushing. You cannon rush too much, start macroing. Get a little feel to late game. If that's the I always think that's the funnest direction, because to learn how to move freely mentally and physically in the game to different directions that you choose to from the experience, I think it really makes the game so much more enjoyable. That you're able to play with more toys, more toys, more terrain, more obstacles. unsustainable. What's an ICBM? You feel that Protoss could have got another base? I don't think it's the base that he needed to get, being the fact that he was going Tempest and he was dealing with the Nidus Worm. He needed to make sure that his main base was secure from any overlords. So what he needed to do is, with the Void Raid that he had, he needed to recall that back home and look for any overlords, just to make sure at least his main base is secure from a Nidus Worm. If the Nidus Worm comes from the third or from the outside, then that gives him time to get the Tempest over there and try to help for whatever, if he even could do it. But yeah, you need to get the Overlord to. You need to kill the Overlords. Don't let them have Overlords around your base, or else Nidus Worm, boom, it's gonna happen. If you're cannon rushing a Zerg, expect a high probability chance that the Zerg is going for a Nidus Worm. Expect it. Assume it. That should be a standard. Like, expect Zergs to always take more bases. You know? You killed one of the Zerg's base, expect to kill another one somewhere else in the map. Don't assume you killed all of them, because Zerg spreads. So if you can have that mentality, then you're always looking for bases with Zerg. I'm always looking for Zerg bases, and it's always fun when you kill them all and you can't find any more. But it's always funner when you find one, because you know that they're gonna have one, and then you get it on time. You know, it's like, there it goes. Took another base, didn't you? They love taking bases. Your probe switch from last year, where you made it look like their probe was absolutely genius. Oh, you like that one? The Probius, yeah. It's dirty, very dirty. I haven't showed Winter that yet, though. I gotta show Winter that probe in disguise trick. I was gonna give Winter some games, so I'll see what I can give him. Some fun ones to cast. Yeah, mind games, baby, mind games. Yeah, my goal was, how do I sneak a probe inside while they're looking and get away with it, you know? I had to think about that. I actually had that thought, and it took me a little while. I tried different things to do it, and I have different ways to do it, but that was definitely a really cool one. But who else is going to think about doing that? Ain't nobody gonna think about doing that, because ain't nobody thinking about trying to get a worker inside when there's obviously people looking. You know, a player's looking at all times. How you gonna hide it inside when you're? But you know, if you're creative enough and there's a will, there's a way. Sometimes. Pig, yeah, I gotta give Pig more Florentia files. I was trying to give him some new PTR ones, but there's not that many people in the PTR, so I have to wait until it comes, until the PTR goes live, and then I'll be able to get him some good updated, you know, play styles. Pig's videos are how you found me. Yeah, Pig's always, he's awesome. I met him 3 different times in 3 different tournaments. We hung out, ate, went to like restaurants, had some fun. He's really cool. Good old Pig. And he wore my hat. He wore my Pig wore my hat. So yeah, I really appreciate him. I'm gonna see if we could do some teams. I'll ask him for some teams sometime soon. We'll do a Pig and Flow, you know, duo. I'm cooking here. Maybe I make a build, but I don't Protoss. You don't have to Protoss. You could do Zerg, Terran, right? Zerg, Terran. But if you want to be creative and come up with more stuff, if you play all the races, you have more chances of getting into a mess, right? But if you're sticking to one race, yeah, there's a cheese in all races. You just have to find them. What, the 2v2? Yeah, I'll ask Winter. I'll ask Loco. I'll ask Pig, you know, separately to do some twos this time. I'll see if I'll ask them soon. Get you guys some sewer mermaid collabs. The hidden banes. Yeah, those banes are dirty versus Terran. You know they don't like it. Especially the mutabait. The mutabating bait. Oh, salt mines? Everybody loves salt.
Good luck. Have fun.
It's a Zerg. Let's see. I don't know if I could. I don't know if this is a very short area, so I'm not sure how well I could hide. Maybe on. I don't know if I could even make a hatchery here. Maybe. Oh, Dexter says hello. Oh, I forgot the I don't know if this is enough space though. Maybe.
Hey, your base is under attack.
It's a trap!
Your forces are taking damage. Your forces are under attack!
Not enough. I accidentally messed up attacking with my army before the yeah. What the hell? GG. Yeah, I messed up. I accidentally sent my links into his drones when I was moving my spine, and they surrounded him. Whoopsie. Oh, let's go random now. Yeah, I have so my problem is that I have my keyboard, how would I say, my key gets stuck. So I have to get a new keyboard because when it gets stuck, I can't press it, and I couldn't press the keys right there. I don't know why it does it, but I have to hit it like in a certain way to. But then the others, they're really smooth, so I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the way that they're designed. No, but this one works really good, so I don't know what it is. But yeah, my key gets stuck when I push it. I'm like, so yeah, I'm gonna have to get a new keyboard. Nothing wrong with it. You can hear it when you can hear it, how much pressure it takes to look. See? How much pressure I have to put onto it too. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I gotta get one. I don't know what it is. Maybe I got to look for a keyboard that doesn't happen, or it's just always pushes down and doesn't get stuck. Do you guys know? Is that what the mechanical keyboards do, or whatever you call those? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try a different keyboard and see. Maybe it's the way the keyboard is, but I have to read up on that. Why does the key get stuck?
Good luck, have fun.
Alright, let's get eBay.
CC's upgraded. They're attacking your base, you know.
Your base is under attack again.
Hey, your base is under attack, man.
Hey, your base is under attack.
It's a trap!
Your base is under attack again. Your upgrade's done.
Add-on complete.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna have he was gonna get me or try to get me. Oh, Miras.
You're engaging the opponent.
They're attacking your base, you know. Hey, your base is under attack, man.
You're under attack. Siege up. Your base is under attack again.
Job's done.
Our forces are under attack. We're running out of minerals back home.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
You're under attack. Siege up. You're engaging the opponent.
Mineral field depleted.
Got him. He thought that gold was his base. That's my base. Oh yeah, the dirtiness. Yeah, he was going for this one. We try to go for, we block for this one. And the reason why we block this is so that we force this one. But sometimes we're not forcing them. They want this one. And in this case, this guy wants the gold. But you can tell they want the gold because this is not contested for a while. Because this is, nobody's bothering this SCV for a good while. You know the base is going to be taken somewhere else. It could be right here. It could be right here. Or it could be right here. Most likely it's going to be right here. If it's not right. If it's not at their natural. So I build the command center early, but I build it right here. Not over here, because then it might get scouted. And I do it before the barracks, so that I can get the command center early. And I get the gases. And I get the engineering bay. Now, I could have done the engineering bay right here. That might have been a little bit better, but then sometimes it's risky. The SCV can come before it's built, and then you got to rebuild it again in the command, you know, so it's very risky. So I built it over here just in case. Avoid the risk. Then landed right here. Now, if I was late, and the creep was already right here, you'd have to land it a little bit away. And when you land it a little bit away, you can't target the drones. They won't get the PF won't target the drones because they're too far. So you'd have to get the range. You have to get the what do you call it? This one right here. This one's the range. If you can't get there before the creep, you know, gets close, then you use this one, and it'll kill the drones. It'll reach it, but you have to upgrade it. If you get there quick enough, you can avoid having to upgrade it by getting there before the creep gets there, and you PF, you know. But the earlier the better too, because then that way it's less lings to try to come over here and deny this. I'm gonna go back to mining on one base. Try to chew up the gold as much as you could. And so we're left in this situation where we have a PF here, but we can't take the gold. We can't take the gold very comfortably because we got spines or queens that want to like say, no, you can't mine this either. So what we do have on both sides is gas. We have a regular gas, and then we have a rich Vespian gas. So the rich Vespian gas is on my side. I can't mine the gold comfortably, but I'm denying them from taking an expo. What can I take advantage of? I could take advantage of the gas and go BCs or go something heavy like, you know, Banshees, Ravens, things that are usually gas heavy that you usually, you know, or even quick beast doors, you know, anything gas heavy you think are, you know, you could definitely take advantage of it because you already have a PF, you're already denying the base, but you also can't mine the gold, so you gotta do the next best thing, do a gas build, you know. So here we have a gas build, which in my case BCs, because he's going for early, he's gonna have to take this base, but there's a lot of lings involved, and so because there's a lot of lings, he's gonna eventually want to break my base, my main base. You know, he can't break this base, but he'll be like, oh, but I'll break his main. If you put all his info, his money on this, I'll break him. And then, of course, the supply depot, you know, this doesn't look very, you know, strong. Overlord's like, Now, I'm teasing him. I want the links to come over here. So I'm getting the Marine out there, just pushing him a little bit. I know I would usually wait for 2 to kill it. But this one's more like, hey, I'm outside here. Come get me. I don't want him over here either. But, you know, I do want to, like, have him tempted to come over and break me. Because I'm already making the PF. You know, and most people don't expect the PF in the main. Especially in a weird situation like this. They don't really expect the PF in the main. They expect you to kind of, like, macro out of it. And, you know. So they're like, I'll break him. So he's over here. The lings are here, so I'm like, okay, cool. The lings are here. They, you know, they always peek first, and they pull back. Then they go make the banes. So the SCV's there just in case it barely survives, and I can repair it. The Marine's there just to act like I'm trying to defend my base. But we all know that the Bailings are coming. That's true. I'll do it right now. I'm waiting for people to come in, so I'll use my account right now. And then boom, they break in. And now they got to deal with the PF. Yeah, I do. I know, but also, I didn't get a lot of likes. Not that I asked for highs or likes, and I'm like, not too many of them. So I'm like, I was like, we'll see how we could do it. I don't know. Likes are hard to come by these days. So we already got the turrets up, or at least these two. This one's guarding this one, but the mutas aren't that strong. Not against the turrets. So I knew that if the mutas are on my side, I shouldn't have too much resistance over here to at least deal with the with the base, because I knew they were on low resources. So I killed the drones as much as I could. Guarded my income and went straight for the resources. It always starts with one, Jacob. It always starts with one. But I was like, do I do that? Do I want to do that for my members only? Do I want to just use my Valencia account for members only and do what I said? Or do I do it to everybody and hopefully they give me at least some likes? Because, I usually don't use my name. And it's cool. I wouldn't mind using my name too, but it'd be nice to kind of like, have some likes. If I'm doing it for everybody. Because sometimes I'm like, is it deservable? Because I usually don't do it. I know to my members they are, so I don't, because I was contemplating, do I do members only today? Or should I do it public? I'm like slowly kind of like leaning towards members only. I constantly look at the chats and I don't get likes. A lot of people watch, but they don't say hi. So yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about it. But yeah, I'll do a little bit of it with my name. But I do want to do that probably for members more consistently, like once a week or something. It's okay, just inflict some pain. Yeah, it's pretty dirty. No, he's falling down. Or is it new, is the rankings broken? Let me see. Yeah, like right now I have 24 people watching. And I only have 8 likes. You know? So I'm like, do I want to use my main account? Maybe I could do it as a like goal or something. Maybe a like go after so many likes, I'll activate. I'll go on my Florencio account. No, I don't need the. No. It's not. It's not about more people. It's just about the people that are here. I don't really mind. I don't. I'm not big on having to grow. I'm big on quality over quantity, but I'm also bigger on family or, I'm a social person. So, yeah, I don't mind that. Like I actually took a time from sending replays to everybody just so I can actually work on my YouTube, work on myself. I can start the engine right away and, get, like I said, Winter and Pig and Loco to help me with casting some games and promote, but I want to make sure my house is in order first before I promote and get people in. I want to make sure I know what I want on my YouTube. But like if my main, people that watch me often, they don't say hello much or they don't like, that's, I don't know. That's what I look at as appreciation, as a thank you. A like, or at least a hello, one or the other, a hello or a like. I don't ask for much, but the little that I do ask, it does affect me. Where I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I could do all this just without streaming and still enjoy it 100%. Because it's just what I like to do. I like to play StarCraft. But I turn on the camera, and I'm like, I don't know why so many people watch, but they don't like or say hi. I get confused. So it does affect me a little bit. Because I'm, it's like, I don't understand it. Yeah. Cheers. But it's not about getting more people in. I'd rather stream to 5 people that come in and say hello and chat than to 1,000 people that don't say hello. I'm not like big on, numbers. The numbers don't mean nothing to me if I can't reach a person on the other side. If I can't talk to the other person, then the number doesn't mean nothing to me. I don't need big numbers. I just like a Cheers environment, like a chill spot, a hangout spot. I have my pick here too, few, but the name too, it does make sense. Maybe they're nervous people. I got a Nexus hat on my head. How can you get more nervous than a person wearing a Nexus hat on their head? You know what I mean? Justified you as a good guy deserves more to be known. Your channel presents too much human reaction. On failure, I'm meaning the salty reaction from your opponents. Oh, the salt? Yeah. Well, I always do this because I like it. I just want to do it for people that like to watch and like to hang out. But maybe, I don't know, maybe I have to do like, if I get so many likes, then I'll use my Florencio account today. You know, if we reach, 30 likes. Or do I have to do stuff like that? Maybe I do. Because it's not about it's not about new people for me. It's about the people that have been here for a long time, I still don't know. There's a lot of people that have been here for a long time that still like doesn't say hi or doesn't like the channel. Now you watch a show often. It helps when you hit the likes, because at least it shows like a thank you or appreciation or support. Like, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll, like, after 30 likes, I'll use the Florencio account. And then I'll keep it, at a low number. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't mind the quiet part. That's why I say just say hi, just a hello. Like, you don't have to chat, conversate. Just show a pulse. Sometimes I don't know who I'm streaming to. I'm like, am I streaming to people that don't like me and they're just hate watching? Am I streaming to people that do like me? Am I streaming, who's the audience at the moment? And when people say hi, it's, it helps me know, they're friends, not foes. What happens when you use your, just ladder on my main account, to see people's reactions. Yeah, because I was thinking of doing that just with my YouTube subs, and just do like a try hard account. Exactly, Sam. Yes, we are. But not the ones that don't talk. The ones that don't talk, I can't. I don't know them. That's what I'm saying. It's not the ones that do talk, it's the ones that don't talk.
Good luck.
Have fun.
I always like to get to know you guys that talk. Yeah, I know, Bitstorm. That's why I say just like a hello, just a hi. When you log, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little different. When I join a Twitch stream, I join and I say hello, or I say hi, and that's it. And then I go do on what I need to do, watch videos, or and have them on background. But I'll just say hello, hey, I just got in, and that's it. Very simple. And then I just, I always do it. I don't know. I thought that was what you would want to do, like show your presence with the hello, or a good morning or good afternoon, or get them or own them or beat them all. That's what I do. That's why I get confused. I'm like, oh, look. Hey, thanks, Ralph and Ease. I already know you. How you been? Archons. Archons are good, especially against Zerg. How's it going, Em? I appreciate the hi. Is this similar to the Good Luck Up on Game Start discussion yesterday? Which one? No, which one? People are so different. If you do a thing, many others, they don't do it and find no reason to do it. Yeah, well, that's why, that's the whole point. That's the whole point. I'd rather stream to people that actually have, you know, that want to watch me, that have kindness,
Evolution complete.
that have some, you know, some commonalities to. And I think that that's just a very, you know, that's something that a person that is kind, that wants to get to know another person would do, is to at least be open and say hello. If they don't, you know, not all the people I'm looking to, you know, to be around me. I want like positive vibes. I feel people that say at least hello have positive intention, positive vibes.
Your forces are under attack!
I don't know. I'm just bigger on quality versus quantity. I'm not about the numbers. I'm about the people around me, you know? Dexter says hello.
That field's been mined out. Hope you have an expansion.
Alright, mailman. You're not a Costco fan? Costco. Did you ever think about trying the Warcraft series? Story modes. We could try that, yeah. We were talking about Warcraft 3. So we're gonna... Damn. I think it is the mailman. We're talking about Warcraft 3. Hold on, let me suppress the... If it's a mailman, he's gonna keep going. We're gonna do Part 3. Warcraft 3. Oh, shoot.
They're attacking your base, you know. Your forces are taking damage.
Alright, 3. Yeah, I'm already dead. Yeah, I wasn't really focused on the game. Think about trying. Yeah, so we're gonna do the Warcraft 3. I never played Warcraft 3. I played part 1. We still have StarCraft 1 as well. Costco is quality over quantity. Yeah, that's true. I got you. Yeah, there's this quantity in for cost. You don't need that many, but if you get this many, I'll sell it to you for this much. So it's usually more of a bargain. But when it comes to, like, I don't know, it just I don't need to have big numbers and stuff. Like my emotions are not towards I want, huge numbers on my stream. It's I want positive vibes, chill people in my stream. I want people to have fun. People, have chill times, laugh. That's what I want. I just want to make sure I do it too. I'm streaming with people that do, and sometimes it gets complicated. I'm like, there's times where I'm like, these people are watching, but nobody's saying hello. It's confusing. I would rather have 50 loyal people than 1,000 that don't talk, that don't want to interact, don't want to say hello. I like the ones that at least say hello, hi, because they're trying to at least interact, even if they're shy. That's the I don't mind. I had somebody that just said meow for like 2 years. They would talk with meows. They would say meow. Once in a while, just meow. And we had a pretty good, whenever something was funny, meow. And yeah. So you don't even have to say hi. You can just say meow. Now I would talk to him. We'd have conversations. I would have conversations with meow, and meow would just say meow. But it would be relative to what was going on in the game. But I would never tell meow, hey meow, can you say something else? Can you say, I would just let meow say meow. Yeah, I mostly just turned in for a bit before I go play some StarCraft myself. Just want to say how the game play went. Plus, sometimes you just quiet these days. Yeah, I know, and that's why, you know, that's why I just said hello. You know, I don't know. I just always thought, like, whenever I go to the stream, I go into the stream, I usually say hi, and that's it. You know, I'll say hi, and sometimes I'll hang out and talk, but sometimes I'll just say hello, and then I'll just keep them on background and just do my thing. But I don't know. I personally want the person to know that I'm there. I'm like, hey, it's me. You know, I have nothing to hide. You know, I have nothing. I have no ill will, no ill animosity. So you usually gravitate to a hello with somebody. You know what I mean? Like when you see a friend in a crowd, do you just look at them and just kind of walk around? Just, you know, hey, what's up? Hey, what up, bro? And that's it, you know. Catch you up. Hey. You just walk around and just kind of go, that person, that's, you know, it's like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I look at it like that. I look at it like I'm in the crowd. I see somebody that, you know, what up? Right, meow. Yeah. So when I see somebody, they're looking, but they're not like saying at least a hello or something, I'm like, I don't understand. I don't understand, because usually at least a hey, hi, yo, meow. Most of them see it as content consuming. They want to watch content, and that's it. And that can be a reason. Yeah, I guess so. I look at that as my YouTube videos. If I put out YouTube videos, that's the content. I look at this more as interaction, you know, time to interact, and or at least a hello, or, you know, get to know. Yeah, it feels like you gotta snap cold shoulder. I know it. Well, that kind of sometimes it feels like that. I'm like, damn, is it a cold shoulder? What is it? Is it a cold shoulder? Because I ain't getting not even a hello. I appreciate all of you guys that do. You know, and I try to get to know each and every one of you guys individually, even when you guys have separate alias accounts and stuff. You know, but once again, I rather stream to all of you guys than to more masses that, you know, just give cold shoulders. All right. Same as that. Yeah, I know. That's why I say just, you know, just say hi. Just say meow. That's it. It's just, you know, I don't expect the conversation. Just boo. Just say boo. Space bar. ... Just show some pulse is all I'm asking. Show some pulse. Thanks, Bitstorm. All right, I'm gonna use my my main account. We'll have some fun. So much gas in this game. Always have expected of me. Oh no, my mind was on the conversation. I was pretty much doodling. Hey, thanks, Ferrero. Ferrero. Yeah, cause I'm not gonna attack you guys when you know, you guys say hello. I'm like, get up, he's right there. He said hello. Found him. He's right there. We got him.
Good luck, have fun, and beat him, probably.
Take a look, have fun since I'm using the. Excuse me, coughing. I mean, I'm sneezing. Right, meow, meow, meow. Right now, right, meow, meow, right, meow, right, meow. That's a hard one. Look here, meow. I don't want your lip. Right, meow. I need you to do this. Just kidding. Oh shit. Forge. Totally forgot. No.
And they're out of here.
He's like, shit. You got me. Hey, you know what? It was meow or never. Had to cheese him. So, when the game ends, can you show exactly how far the Zerg can see? Yeah, I'll show you. I would try to show you guys stuff, but that, yeah, let me know when you guys have something that you guys need specifically. And thank you for saying at Florentia, because I can catch those really quick. As you can see now, BitStorm. That big bright highlighter, you know. Spot those really quick. Alright, so first things first, you want to make a pylon, and then you want to go for the pocket. Okay, and you get the gas, right click, grab these mineral right click to a mineral. Of course, you know, you guys get to people are like, how do you do it? I don't know, mine keeps spreading. It's because you hit the ground, you right click the ground, done. You have to hit the mineral, right click the mineral, wherever you want to go, mineral. You want to go this way, mineral, right click. So we're doing that, and then we follow behind it with the forge and a gateway forge. Usually forge gateway is quicker, you know, but I was thinking about something, I just accidentally made a gateway. So this overlord is far away, way too far right here, but far enough where he might be able to see this area. And if we look at the overlord right now, this overlord is looking kind of hard to see, but it's like, I don't know, it's kind of weird, but it's like definitely not, it's like right here somewhere. Right there. I guess that's the cutoff right here, this part. But I already knew that there was a chance that it could be a little further. So because it's a little further, I still have to build it on the higher part. I can't do it right here. At the same time, I don't want to put the cannons here because that might still be there and it might see it. And I don't want it to see it right away. So I put it right here first just to be safe. You always have to pay attention to where the Overlord is. So he goes over there. He sees that. The
Base is
He's checking this area for whatever reason, but just in case he doesn't want the probe to come over here, he's like, "Oh, I better get this area covered."
attack.
And so he gets here. He still doesn't see it, cause So if you're ready, well, you kind of have to do like a little star, or you have to kind of like do like some type of like patrol. That you want to have a patrol. You don't want to just have your Overlord just there. Patrol would be best. Have Control Shift P, and do like a star or a back and forth, something. But a star is better because it can catch this area, so you can just kind of do, whatever. Or you could do just an, mount like a pyramid. Put my Nexus hat right there. Just do and just outline it. Just the Overlord will catch this area, this area, this area. But you want to have a patrol, it'd be better. I don't know why Zergs, they're gonna learn. They ain't learning yet.
Swarm.
But for the
under
meantime,
siege.
we got this. And like I said, I'm keeping the Zerg occupied. And what I'm doing here is I'm annoying them. Hey, pay attention to me. Let's look at the Zerg's vision. Quick zap already. Oh, he's getting my minerals, that little bastard. You want him to look at your probe. Oh no, that's me looking at him. Let's see. Okay. There he goes. Look at him. He saw the probe. Start from the beginning where he saw the probe coming. Look, he saw the probe. Goes back. He's expecting. He's like, where is it? Oh, okay, that looks right. A lot of times you have a little clock in your head and you're calculating how long that probe is hanging around somewhere, and you don't want that probe. The longer it's somewhere else, then the more suspicious it is. So it's like, oh, okay. He just went straight up. Not suspicious yet. Okay, but he's messing with my drones. Just like a, standard macro player, just trying to mess with my economy. There he goes. So he's looking at him. And it's like, he's looking at him. See, he's looking at him. What am I doing? I'm doing what a macro player would do. Get a probe and start picking some minerals to keep the drone from having a good pair. You don't want these drones paired up really good. You go and just mess with the timing by mining and then canceling, mining, canceling. It takes 3 seconds to mine. So if you mine for 2 seconds, cut back on the third, you won't get the mineral. What I'm doing here is I'm getting a feel of his drones. If I'm over here, I'm watching these drones. The moment 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drones move out really quick, like something happened, that's when I know he scouted me. I know he knows where I'm at. I don't need to know where his Overlord is. I just need to know when his reaction kicks in. And I need to be up here with this probe to see when the first reaction move ends. That's when I go in and change my, and pylon block or whatever if I have to. But if I see no reaction, I know that the Overlord hasn't seen my hidden proxy. I'm keeping an eye on it. Like, okay, yep, no reaction yet. No reaction. He hasn't seen it. No reaction. Instead of me trying to find out and see if the Overlord's around, you don't need to do that. You just need to check if they're reacting with the drones. See? Like, he's over there looking. He's gonna go check the front. I'm looking. The drone's not doing nothing. And it's already too late. Over here. Where'd that come from? So yeah, those are little details that you can do, but you don't, when you see the Overlord, you just want to make sure you have them occupied up here. And if you see the movement, then you got had. You've been had. You've been scouted. Until then, don't react. Don't get nervous. Don't shoot. that wear the brown pants. Seeing the mind games, yeah. I always try to give you guys the goods. You know, that's why I'm always like, you know, I always try to anything I can give you guys that helps you have more fun in StarCraft. Yeah. People are like, Flo, you could just why do you tell people your builds? You could just hold them and use them and then get, you know, ranked up really good. Nobody knows your play style. Surprise everybody. But that's not what I'm after. I'm more after, you know, sharing it, having people do them, like a magician doing magic tricks and then showing how the magic tricks done to see other people do them. I kind of like that more than, you know, just doing them just by myself and that's it. Because it's not about like my rank for me. It's more about the enjoyment of the game, the fun part, you know, not just the try hard part. Cheers, Timo. We'll see if tomorrow we get some gaming with Doug. Maybe we'll do some Sea of Thieves. First reaction, he knew he just got flourished. Yeah. He's like, yeah. He's like, damn it. All right. Just want to say, excuse me, sorry. Just wanted to say I watched the Florencio Files recently and got totally hooked. I love the unorthodox approach to strategies rather than ultra refined builds. Orders, keep it up. Hey, thanks. Shetland? How do you say it? Shetland? You liking the Florencio Files? Yeah, I'm gonna be sending Pig, Loco, and Winter, you know, games. Right now, I'm kind of like hoping that the patch comes up quick so we can get some patch games for them. But for now, we're just gonna get some really good games, and then give them to all three, and then you know, I'll get you guys you know, more people to interact and have a bigger community. I just need to, you know, I just like to make sure that, you know, we're always, you know, growing in regards to like having a chill time, you know. I know some people get shy. Um, I'm glad some people, you know, say hi. It's been like a long time, but then they finally say hi, so I appreciate it. But I want to just make sure I'm, you know, grounded there first, so before I bring in, you know, more people that come from like YouTube, from Winter and Loco and Pigstream. You know, that's why I've been kind of like cleaning up my house, trying to learn how to use the tablet for art and doing horror games. I have a lot of horror videos to put out, but I've just been kind of like sandbagging, kind of like seeing how everything, I don't know. But I just know that I'm gonna try to provide you guys some really fun videos, fun entertainment, fun games, fun horror games, um, a variety of games that, you know, might be good or interesting to play, you know? So, and of course, live interaction. So I just want to make sure I got that more in order than before I, you know, got a lot of people coming in. It's going to be fun. Right now, I am going to be trying to get some really good games and so I can give them so you guys have some fun. The better the games, the more enjoyment you guys have, the more, you know, you guys come in and say thank you. And that's cool games, and it means a lot to me. It's like an artist, you know, an artist that does their artwork. They want to see other people appreciate it and like it, or get inspired. That's always, you know, the artist side of me. I'm always liking the critique. You just drop the stasis word.
Good luck and have fun. You're gonna need it.
Okay. The stasis word, yeah, they're yeah, they shit. Oh, just have some fun. Oh shit.
Base is under attack.
Nap got me talking.
Add-on complete.
No.
Command center got better.
finish that add-on. Nice.
Take that Overlord out. Let's check out his
Your forces are under attack. And they're out of here.
if this is for till my life is complete. Oh. We'll say we'll go on my stream Twitch. I'll tell him to come say hello. Let's see, more YouTube. I'll give him the YouTube link. Hey, much love. Almost got the sewer mermaid. Yeah, exactly. It's a great StarCraft player right there. You want me to upload this game to YouTube? Yeah, I could upload it. If you want it on to YouTube. Let me see. Let me see. Cut it. saved it. I'll put it on YouTube later. But you could see it on the VODs. Saved it on the VODs. But yeah, GG's. Yeah. I mean, StarCraft is a fun game. We gotta learn how to lose sometimes and win sometimes, but but have some fun battles. At the end of the day, StarCraft is most enjoyed in the battles that you face. And if two players can bring out some crazy ass battles for each other, we both win. One just happens to get the victory at the end, but we both win. We both have some cool, fun experience. You just gotta stick to the basics. I always say the StarCraft down the road will eventually get there, and the games will eventually get crazier as time goes because people will at least be a little more loose and say, you know what, I want to play, more crazier now. And then more people are gonna say, well, I'm gonna play more crazier. I already got the try hard out the way, and more, and the ladder's gonna get way more colorful in what you're gonna have to face. More cheesier, more tactics, but more early aggression, less macro, less standard meta. I'm sure that's gonna eventually happen more and more. Did you see? Yeah, that sucks. The other part that sucks is that we can't interact with them. Sadly, we can't. Not during streams. We can't interact with them during streams. So I don't know. Yeah, it sucks. It's like you could have close malfunction and all kinds of things, but yeah, I don't know much about what happened. I just know that sucks. Sucks for somebody to lose. A stream, a plat to be out of the platform. Yeah. But if you're streaming, try to stick to, what you do, what you like to do. Try not to go too far off tangent. Because that sucks when you can't. Hopefully, it goes on YouTube, or was it Kick? Probably YouTube. He has a YouTube channel, so hopefully, But it just sucks how it happens because we can't interact with them. That's the part that sucks the most. Yeah, exactly. Let's not say details because I personally don't know either, and I just I gotta look at the rules to see how how we could just if I stream on YouTube once in a while to and hang out with them. I gotta look at the rules. With any game, you gotta enjoy losing if you don't want to burn out. Exactly. You got to. You don't want to burn out. In StarCraft, you could burn out playing the same meta over and over again because they're still better people. They're still good people. And you're like, damn, I'm doing it right. And then I'm still losing. It's hard to compete against people doing the meta as well. So you're gonna hit the wall some way. I'd rather hit the wall the way I want to do it. If the build order doesn't really work, but it's fun, well, let me hit the wall there anyways. Because if I do something standard and I lose there, I'm still hitting the wall. Just depends which wall you want to hit. I'd rather hit the walls that I'm thinking about going towards, instead of someone told me hit that wall over and over until you break it. Like, yeah. Eventually, you're gonna get tired. Let's go. As long as I'm controlling the swarm, exactly. As long as I'm controlling it, the battles are I'm roasting stuff, I still enjoy the roast. You gotta learn how to enjoy the little things. If you could do that, you'll love StarCraft forever and ever. I'd rather hit the wall with the probe than a carrier. Oh yeah. Yeah, we don't want no carriers. I play enough of those carriers in team games. By the way, when I'm gonna eat in an hour. When I come back, I'm gonna be doing Nightmare mode, Wings of Liberty Nightmare mode. I've been doing some of the levels. We're gonna continue it. After that, we'll do some team games, or maybe some co-op games and team games.
Good luck and have fun. You're gonna need it.
Mix it up, you know. What? What shadow? Oh, that you're talking about that? Yeah. I have to find out. I have to look at the, you know. I think on Google, they should be out, you know, on Google.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Hey, what up, Sethlin? Thank you for the prime. I appreciate it. Oh shit. Damn.
Our army be scrapping. Your forces are under attack.
Talking a lot. Gotta be more focused in the game. Anyone? There's my Bezos bucks. It's good, Joe. Hey, thanks, Seth. Yeah, we don't want Bezos to get it all.
It can't do that.
Try to get queens. No, we're gonna try to see if we could do a Nidus rush.
Evolution complete.
Gotta get the. It's coming over here.
Hey! They're attacking our base! Our army be scrapping.
Oh, you got me. I'm too far behind. Yeah, I gotta now talk at the beginning. not here, but like read chat and stuff. I gotta read chat and then focus because I was doodling. Good Cerberus. You'd even have 3 in this situation. You're tearing how many barracks? As toss, how many gateways you need if you can't expand, you have to do this. Yeah, I was just really already behind from the get-go. I was just doodling, so I wasn't really, you know, looking at anything timing or anything. I was just making drones and talking, so wasn't really expecting you know, to play it. Yeah. Whenever I talk, I doodle when I'm in the game. I don't really I'm always thinking about what I'm gonna do in the game if I have, you know, that's why I usually stay focused and don't talk too much, because I'm like always coming up with plans and you know, what do I do here, what do I want to do here, what am I, so it's yeah, when I talk about other things, my brain kind of just is off. Completely off. But yeah, thank you so much, Sethland. Is that Sethland Peach? Sethland the Peach? Yeah, I gotta get focused in the beginning because they all want to choose Sewer Mermaid.
Good luck, have fun, and
Zerg.
beat them, probably.
Oh yeah, that's a common one. Bailing. That's a very common Nidus worm. That's why you don't send your workers to. It's like it was an old swarm it was an old, what is it? Heart of the Swarm build. Even before that, Nidus worm would come up. Workers would try to take it and break it because back then it was weaker. And then they changed it, and then it became harder, and then Bailings would just start coming out, kill the workers. This is an evolutionary thing that happened. Before we could actually kill it with workers, the Nidus Swarm, they wasn't that strong. they made it strong, and then people got more used to like, oh yeah, I used to, remembering they could break it, and they couldn't. So then, because it took way longer, sometimes you couldn't even do anything about it. But there was a time where it was just stronger, and yeah, they were like, people were like, Bailings, that'll blow up the workers trying to break the Nidus Swarm. So that's a classic of the evolutionary classic burrow. Kaboom, yeah. But it all started with us being able to break the Nidus Swarms with workers really quick, if we saw it. The hell? Oh shit, I'm like really late. Forgot my pool again because I was talking about that. But yeah, I forgot my pool. I was talking, forgot my pool again. Gotta focus. I'm talking in the beginning. Let's see, but if you do swarm host, hit the main of the time, the low ground cannons don't do anything. Alright, let's not talk. I'm like, I can't read right now. Gotta stay focused. Oh, I get my music. Okay. I suck most versus Zerg, but Terrans and Protoss, the spines, have a shot. Oh, okay. Oh, he logged off. Let me see. Add friend. Send him an invite for later. Oh, he's in game. Is that what it is? Well, if he's hearing, he says, it's a tank that gets me. Never seen a planetary before. But yeah, you gotta just like back up, creep, take a base, and keep him from taking a natural. Swarm host? Yeah, you could do swarm host as well. You could go mutas, swarm host, whatever you think you could do in one base. If somebody's cannon rushing you, and just try to think of, there's multiples. Roach Ravagers is the simplest way. Just get Roach Ravagers, break out, and go in. I was just late on the pool, late on the gas, late on, everything was pretty much super late. All right, a game in, a Megan, a game, nom, agamnom, agnom, agmanon. How do you say that?
Good luck, have fun, and beat
right.
him, probably.
My name. You guys say it? right off the bat. Took me a little bit.
And they're out of here.
Not this time, my friend. Defender's advantage. And main Zerg send a drone across at 14 against Protoss. Usually catches any incoming drones and follows them. It has stopped a few cannon rushes for me. Yeah, people could do that where they attack, and that's a good way that you can lure workers. That's a good strat, you know, to do that. I like to let them cannon rush me. I just need to know, you know, how would I say? I like to leave the door open for burglars to come in. I just need to make sure I'm ready for it, you know? Because if they don't come in, then they're not wasting their income. If they're not wasting their income, they're going to use it for something else like an expo. They're going to use it for an expo or something else that's going to try to attack me later. So I'd rather them waste the bank on hopes and dreams and then I crush the dreams. But that is a good way to prevent it for sure. If like you're going macro and you're just trying to pull a worker. Gets people all the time. I always send my worker with move command because eventually you get to players that don't do that, but you can get a lot of people that still do attack and they'll follow. Yeah, you have to make sure you know which maps, because some maps in the middle of the map, one goes this way, the other one goes this way. So you have to actually know where their pathing goes. So when you hit their move command, you go to their pathing, not the other side pathing. Because some maps have two different pathings. They don't even see each other. So if you know those maps and know all those pathings, you're good with that strat. Get them every time. Let's see. Every ZVZ these days goes 15 gas, 15 pull, 15 OV, 17 Evo. Rush 1 armor, 1 max lanes, takes 2 banes to kill, and tends to do pretty well with kill loss ratios. Looks crazy, but crazy by mind games. Yeah, Banelings can do a really good job on killing the larva. You know, that could set, you know, a player down. Killing the larva. The larva ain't gonna run. The drones will run, but the larva can't run. You know, there's different ways to really, you know, hurt a player. Gotta make sure you have a follow-up to it. What up? Franz 007. Pew pew pew. What the hell is that? Oh, is that a dog with a knife? Frosty?
Good luck and have fun. You're gonna need it.
Terran versus Terran. Alright, let's go see what he's up to.
Your command center upgrade is complete. Add-on complete.
His base.
We finished that add-on. Nice.
I messed up.
Our army be scrapping.
Oops. But I think I could try to scan or something.
The minerals have up and gone. Mineral field depleted. The minerals have up and gone. Your command center upgrade is complete.
GG, yeah. That attack was not that. It's pretty sloppy. StarCraft 1 Terra music? Yeah, I think I have. I believe I have. Where is it? Yeah, StarCraft Brood War. StarCraft 1. I think it's drones and lings.
Good luck and have fun. You're gonna need it.
I'm not gonna scout him because he's probably gonna assume it's gonna be Zerg. close the door right away. We're gonna beat some more Warcraft 3 story. Good luck, everyone. All right, loser. I'll check it out on Friday. Oh yeah, this Friday I could. I'll check it out on Friday. Alright, let's see. We'll wait for this base. Get a start.
Command center got better. Alright. We finished that add-on. Nice. Your command center upgrade add-on complete.
Alright, let's get this saturated. Oh, supply block. No.
Mineral field depleted.
I got not contested. Maybe just take this base out. Do that a little faster. Maybe start off with an eBay and some Hellions. Instead of going for a command center, I need to slow them down. What up, the others? Doing good. I gotta eat in a little bit, but having a good time streaming. Getting some cheese in, you know. What are you up to? It's your StarCraft picks? Get some ladder?
Good luck, have fun, and beat him, probably.
The best dank, what we're thinking. Oh, dank voice.
Hey! They're attacking our base! Your forces are under attack! Base is under attack.
Yeah, Marines.
Our army be scrapped. They're attacking our base.
Oh. Easy. Should have made the battery here first. That's what I should have done. Made the battery, that pylon, and then recalled it. So close.
Good luck and have fun. You're gonna need it.
Uh-oh. Getting rushed.
Base is under attack. Hey! They're attacking our base!
Wing. Put a drone up. Oh no. Marines.
We evolved! Stuff got better.
Not enough. GG. I should have made more lings. I was already back on my economy. My economy was... I didn't make drones. That's where it hurt. So I had to cut the lings. Gotta remember to overlord. Get more overlords. So one more, and then I gotta get something to eat, and I'll be back, and we're gonna play some nightmare mode.
Good luck, have fun, and beat them, probably.
And I got a Zerg. 。 . 。 . 。 . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Give it a couple seconds. We'll do it.
Base is under attack. Your forces are under attack. They're attacking our base. Base is under attack.
Oh, great. Just in time. That time.
Our army be scrapping. Hey, they're attacking our base. Evolution complete.
My time.
Evolution complete.
We evolved.
Evolution
Got better.
complete.
Base is under attack.
Oh yeah, GG. I'm already behind. Alright guys, I gotta eat. I'll be back on. I'll play later. Oh. Till next time. We'll do this again next time. No, I gotta eat. Yeah. All right. I'll see you guys soon. Hey, buddy. What happened? You already heard. Just want to say hello. What? What? Right now, a little bit. Nightmare is gonna after I come back from eating, so like in about an hour. No. Dexter's key to the jungle. Ain't no problem. If you can hear me, it's Shadow. Shadow says hello.
Hey, Dexter, if you can hear me, this is
Oh,
Shadow will say hi to you. I like dogs.
yeah. That's it. Yeah, he likes to hang out just like in the, you know. I know, right? Tell him. He's reading you guys' comments. What is that? And he's gone. All right. Thanks for wanted to say hello before I ended the stream. All right. See you guys in an hour. Let me see who I could take you guys to. See here. Have a good one. Boop, 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 boop. I'll be back very soon. Doug is on. Hook up Doug. Oh. See you guys soon.